Hey guys. So I always say things never go exactly the way you want it to go. It's pretty much how it is, and I'm having to adjust myself on how things are going to go in the next month. So I don't know if you guys do follow me on Instagram. You know that I just had carpal tunnel done on my right wrist and my right elbow. It was also my donor site, was my right arm. And because of all of this, my doctor called me up and suggested that we move it to the left arm. And my surgery is scheduled for July 15th. And today is June 12th. So that kind of puts a little kink in that. Not only that, we're dealing with insurance, and I'm having to get all of my letters that I got before my meta surgery all redone and sent into insurance because, God forbid they use the same ones, but that would be foolish. Anyway, so definitely put a little strain on top of me. The reason why we're going with another arm, more so because I had my heart attack. I'm on Berlinta, which is a blood thinner, also aspirin every day, twice a day. I can't take any anti-inflammatories, so it cuts out ibuprofen. So my healing times are double what they'd normally be for just any normal surgery. So needless to say, this carpal tunnel was done a week ago tomorrow, and I actually had a couple of stitches pop out, and unfortunately, because I'm back on blood thinners now after my surgery, blood all over the place. It's like forever to have it stop bleeding, and it's stopping my healing because the fluid's not escaping my hand. I'm swollen pretty much all the way up from my shoulder down to the tips of my fingers, and I'm purple and can't bend. And so today they re-stitched, and on this I now have a splint on, so it doesn't move. And they want to put me one for the elbow because that one keeps popping open. Needless to say, so does the one underneath. So we're just having a hell of a time here. But then to throw out, now you've got to go get electrolysis done on your arm and get all the hair off within a month. Not only that, but what I've already paid for on the other arm, nothing. Just right out the door. So talk about putting some added stress on you. Pretty much screw up your plans. It pretty much did. So now I'm I've got a little bit of a panic going on because I'm having to come up with even more money because I'm gonna have to go a couple times a week electrolysis. And even though I said before I'm not the hairiest guy in the world, I still have hair on my arms to a point. And so yeah, this completely stressed me out. And then of course, not the problem of getting my letters. I've talked to all my providers, and they have no problem doing it. But of course, when you have to have your two therapists, and one's in San Francisco, they want to make sure they talk to you ahead of time, make sure you understand the process that you're going to go through, and yada yada yada, before they sign it off. Your general PCP is busy as hell, and so they're going to do their best to get to you by Friday. When you've been hounded by your company, Brownstein and Crane, they're like, we really need your letters now, and I'm going as fast as I can. I can't force the issue. Went to some other therapist today to try to make sure that I get that letter done, and then to be hit with this was just a little bit, it's just a lot. And I've noticed lately that my anxiety has been through the roof. More so when I sat down with my therapist today, and ever since he started seeing me, which has been now, I'm going on, this is going to be my third year of seeing him. How many surgeries I've had. And we counted them all up, and God, it's scary. And I'm so tired. Like, I'm worn out. Like, I'm so tired. It's physically and mentally, I'm taking a beating. And I never really understood it until this last one. And that I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, I have another surgery July 15th. A little over a month, not much, and it's a major surgery. I mean, not that any surgery you go under isn't a big deal, but this is a big deal. And then to, just sit there and talk to my surgeon today and have him go, because you can't take certain medications, your healing time is going to be even harder. So, yeah, it is a lot to take in, and it's a little daunting, and it's daunting on everyone around me as well. Yeah, so it's always funny. You sit there and think, it's all going to go the way I planned it. I knew it wasn't, but in your head, you're really hoping it's going to, and then you're realizing it's not, and you're stressing out over work as it is, because right now I'm in short-term disability, because I can't work, because of my wrist. I use my hands and my arms, and the worst part, it's my dominant hand. So learning to eat and do things with your left hand, and not being able to drive yet, and forgetting that you're not supposed to use your right hand and grab things like a dumbass, and have shooting pain, and then get just frustrated because you just want to be back to full functioning, and then to hear from your surgeons you just had, your orthopedic surgeon, to say, well, with you, it's probably going to take about 6 weeks for you to really gain full function. We're at a week tomorrow. So that in itself gives me more anxiety, because he's not allowing me to go to the gym to even do aerobic exercise until he sees me middle of next week. So that's stressing, because I haven't been able to do any kind of gym. And even beforehand, before I had this surgery, because I hurt my hand at work, I couldn't lift weights. I never really understood how much the gym meant to me until I couldn't do it. And then I'm freaking out over it. Like I posted the other day on Instagram, I freaked out over the scale, and then I'm watching everything I'm eating, and, I'm panicking. I sit there and look in the mirror, and I know it's dysphoria, part, because I haven't been able to do what I normally do, and I'm not walking the 20,000 miles that I usually walk in a day, and oh God, I have a fear of dad bod. I'm 45 years old, I'm about to be 46. I refuse to put on the weight that I had on the past, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to put on that weight, but you just start freaking out. And it all just kind of builds, and there's a part of me that's like, thank God I had therapy today, because there was that other part of me that was like, I don't want to fucking go. I don't feel like it. I don't want to talk about my feelings. I don't want to talk about things that are going on. And then I realized, God, that is the one time you need to go. Man, if I could tell one thing to anybody, don't push it off. Don't reschedule it. Go. It was the best hour I could have done. It's what I needed. And it's even funny because he even said, I was so afraid you were going to cancel because you were going to say you weren't feeling good enough. And I was like, a part of me wanted to, but then that other part was like, ooh, this is really when I need to go. And it was. It kind of calmed me down to a point, as good as I could be with all of this. And, worrying about everything, and then wondering if insurance is going to cover what they should, and is it going to be pushed off again? Is it, dates, and then get stuff scheduled, with Airbnbs and people helping, and I mean, if you guys know, it's a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. So that's an update. I didn't plan on doing one, but I was sitting here and I was about to go to bed, and don't laugh because it's like 9 o'clock, but damn, I'm tired, and some of the medication I take makes me tired, so I'm like, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and do a video, and I don't care if the young people laugh at me and go, damn, it's 9 o'clock, you're going to bed. Yeah, so this is why we do these videos, these are things that can happen, and you got to roll with it, and you got to figure it out, and I'm going to have to start rolling with it and figure it out, even when it's massively out of my comfort zone, because it's not planned or scheduled, and I'm a very planned and scheduled guy. I'm very to the point. Anyone that knows me, I like things to be a certain way, and I plan on them that way, and it's not going that way. So there you go. Hopefully I'll know more here next week. Let's see if I get any updates from insurance. I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, so the one thing I would say take away from this: 1, expect the unexpected. 2, don't skip therapy if you're in therapy, because it really is a good thing for you. It helps you kind of balance all of this. So, hope everybody's doing well. Talk to you guys later.